Welcome back. I'm Linda Kincaid. Earlier this hour, the Ukrainian Freedom Orchestra wrapped up a special concert in Warsaw, Poland, marking the third anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion. Absolutely beautiful. The group performing a Ukrainian language version of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony is made up of leading Ukrainian musicians both inside and outside of Ukraine. The group aims to defend Ukraine's cultural legacy as the country fights for its freedom. But the conductor of that performance joins us now just minutes after putting down her baton. Keri-Lynn Wilson is the founder and music director of the Ukrainian Freedom Orchestra. Good to have you with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was just a beautiful performance. The Ukrainian Freedom Orchestra on the day Ukraine entered the fourth year of this war since Russia invaded Ukraine. How did it feel performing today?
Well, as it always feels, it's incredibly inspiring to perform with these incredibly courageous and dedicated and resilient musicians who are fighting for their very freedom. Their country is under attack. And for the last 3 years, we've joined together to fight and defend Ukraine on the cultural front and fight for its freedom. And as we are musicians, we can't pull apart our weapons, but we have instruments. And I have my baton, and that's why I founded this orchestra. I was inspired by my cousin who is still fighting on the battlefield in the Bakhmut region. My baton is my weapon, and it's the one way I can contribute to fighting on behalf of Ukraine for a better world, for a free world, for them, and for the future of a democratic world.
And of course, Keri-Lynn, you founded this orchestra, and you've led this company on 3 international tours, but you are Canadian. Talk to us more about your connection with Ukraine.
Well, I grew up in Winnipeg, Canada, which has the largest Ukrainian community in North America, and was very fascinated by my roots. But I didn't go into Ukraine until I performed there about 20 years ago. And of course, I have cousins there. So I've been horrified since the start of the invasion as what was happening. It was like it was my homeland was being attacked. So I felt compelled to do something. And like I said, it really is a fight. I consider my musicians my soldiers of music, and together we're fighting for justice and the freedom of Ukraine.
Yesterday, we heard Donald Trump describe Ukraine as a demolition zone, saying the culture has been wiped out. Why is it important to defend Ukraine's culture and keep it alive in this way?
No, I would completely disagree. If anything, Ukrainians' culture is thriving more than ever because the good people of this world want to empower them to be able to express themselves through their art, through their poetry, through their words, through their music, and their language. And that's actually why I performed with this orchestra. We created the Ukrainian language version of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony to show to Putin, to show to all oppressors and regimes that you cannot silence beauty in this world. You cannot silence the Ukrainian language. And so we are here to fight to the end until Ukraine is liberated, and to also show to the world that the resilience and the strength of this country is something that should be a symbol to all, as we all are fighting for a weakening democratic world.
It's so beautiful listening to your orchestra. You formed it in 2022. Just talk to us about the kind of feedback, the reaction you've had from around the world as a result of these performances.
Yes, well, our performances are meant, of course, to give inspiration and hope to the musicians, that they feel like they are supported and they get to express themselves on stages, on the most prestigious stages throughout the world. But our goal is to show the greatness and the strength of Ukrainian artists. And our mission, of course, by performing, is to galvanize audiences. Our message is to fight the good fight, like Beethoven's message of his Ninth Symphony is that good wins over evil. So our message and our playing together is an emotional engine that is stronger than any orchestra I've ever conducted, because it's not only a group of extreme, brilliant talent, but it also is unified and we're in solidarity with one another and empowered by our willingness to make a difference in this world and to fight for our homeland.
And your orchestra partners with the New York Metropolitan Opera. How did that partnership come about, and where will you be touring this summer?
So it's a long story how this orchestra was formed, but like I said, at the beginning of the invasion, I had to do something. So I had this dream of forming an orchestra of refugees as I saw everybody flowing out of Ukraine. This dream was turned into a reality by my husband, the general manager of the Metropolitan Opera, Peter Gelb, who also asked for the collaboration with his colleague of the Polish National Opera, Waldemar Dabrowski, and with the help of the Ukrainian and Polish ministers of culture. We all came together, and within a few months, we're embarking on an international tour of the most prestigious stages to galvanize audiences. And we thought it would be 1 year only, but here we are. We've not won yet. So we're going to be embarking on our 4th summer tour this summer, and it will include prestigious stages in Europe. CERN, Amsterdam. We've yet to announce it, but this time we're not coming to America, but I certainly hope we will next year, as our last performance in America was Kennedy Center last summer. And we were so warmly welcomed there, and I look forward to being welcomed there again.
No doubt you will be. Such a beautiful orchestra. Keri-Lynn Wilson, founder and music director of the Ukrainian Freedom Orchestra. Thank you so much for your time and all the work that you do.
Slava Ukraini. Thank you so much.
And thank you all for joining us today. I'm Linda Kincaid. I will be back tomorrow. Stay with CNN. Quest Means Business is next.